is widespread devastation and loss today in the wake of Hurricane Ian.
You've got boats that are really just tossed like toys into and on top of each other.
It's pretty miserable right now.
President Biden fears this could be Florida's deadliest storm ever.
As Hurricane Ian continues to ravage the east coast of the United States, propagandists, charlatans and attention seekers continue to spread misinformation. It is October 2022, and this is not the news at Nought. First up, US President Joe Biden seemed to have rather unique advice about how to survive a hurricane.
A vital part of preparing for hurricane season is to get vaccinated now.
Users on social media mocked the apparent disconnect between surviving a natural disaster and vaccination. However, it was apparent, even from the clip shared, that Biden's take was a little bit more nuanced than it first appeared.
Everything is more complicated if you're not vaccinated and a hurricane or a natural disaster hits.
The very next line, conveniently cut from the clip, explains the full context.
If you wind up having to evacuate, if you wind up having to stay in a shelter, you don't want to add COVID-19 to the list of dangers that you're going to be confronting.
The point of using this clip out of context is to try and make Biden, and by association the US government, look overly obsessed with vaccines, and to play into anti-vax fears that the government will say or do anything to get needles in arms. However, the deception goes further than that. The clip was actually shot during last year's hurricane season, and so actually doesn't have anything to do with Hurricane Ian at all.
We've got wildfires in the west, all across the country. The Delta variant is spreading, as Dr. Fauci and others can tell you, and spreading rapidly among the unvaccinated.
And who would take old footage and try and pass it off as something current? Well, it turns out a lot of people. If you want to go viral, a pretty good strategy is to take footage from an old event and repackage it. So if you don't have any good footage of Hurricane Ian, you can just take footage relating to Hurricane Michael and present them as the same thing. For example, this house having its roof blown off. Or this admittedly bizarre reporting from Fox News.
This moves 20 miles to the west, and you and everyone you know are dead. All of you. Because you can't survive it. It's not possible unless you're very, very lucky. And your kids die too.
But maybe you're not here for politics, news reports, or images of destruction. Maybe you're here just for good old-fashioned cute animals. But don't worry, we've got you covered on that as well. This orca is obviously photoshopped. This alleged footage of a shark was, in a shocking turn of events, actually filmed in Fort Myers, Florida, in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. However, there is absolutely no good reason to believe that it is a shark. Finally this. This video originates from a post from Chile in 2020. Elephant seals don't even live in the Atlantic Ocean.